Okay, a very good morning children. Children, in the previous class we completed the chapter polynomial. Okay, so today let us start a new chapter, that is linear equation in one variable. Children, linear equation in one variable, this chapter is not a new thing for you because we have been reading linear equation in one variable from class 6. In class 6 we read, in class 7 also we read how to solve linear, what is linear equation, how to solve linear equation, and how to apply linear equation into word problems. Again the same thing is being discussed in class 8. Okay, so some of you might have forgot. Let me discuss the chapter once again. Okay, now what is linear equation? Equation, you know what is equation. Equation is nothing but the statement. It is a statement of equality. It is a statement of equality between two expressions. For example, you see, if I say, let us take an algebraic expression, say 2x minus 4. This is an algebraic expression or it is a binomial, whatever you say. Suppose it is equal to 0. See, that means x is variable. Look at, what is x? X is some variable or unknown. What is the meaning of this expression? 4 subtracted, you see, what is the meaning of this algebraic expression which we read in class 6? 4 subtracted means minus, you see. 4 subtracted from twice a number. Suppose the number is x. 4 subtracted from twice a number equal to 0. Okay? In words I am trying to explain. 2x minus 4, what is the meaning of 2x minus 4? 4 subtracted from twice or double a number. What is the number? The number we do not know, it is unknown. So let the number be x. So 4 subtracted from twice a number equal to say 0. So this is one expression, this is one expression. See. So when there is equality of two expressions, we call it an equation. Okay. So an equation is nothing but a statement of equality between two expressions. Okay. Now the point is, what is linear equation? This thing we read in class 6 and 7 also. See. I can say that this is a linear equation in variable x. Why it is a linear equation? How to know? See, look at the power of x. This is equation you understood because it is a statement of equality between two expressions. Now the point is, why it is linear equation? Because you see, what is the reason? Look at the power. Look at the highest power of the exponent. Look at the highest power or exponent of x. See, what is the power of exponent here in this particular equation? Power of x is 1. So if the power of the variable is 1 in a particular equation, we call it linear. Okay? We call it linear equation. Okay? This is not new thing, children. You know it very well. But you might have forgot, that is why I am discussing once again. So if the power of the variable in a particular equation or in an equation is 1, we call it a linear equation. Okay? So this is a linear equation in one variable, that is x. You can take any variable in place of x, y, z, t, a, b, c, whatever. Okay. Now here look at 2 and 4. What are they? These are real numbers or real constants, you can say. A rational number, natural number, anything. All are coming under real number. Of course, we have not read real number. Real number will be taught in class 9 and 10. So you can say these 2 and 4 are real constants or real numbers, and x is the variable part. Okay. So this is a linear equation in one variable. Now what will be the general form or what will be the standard form of every linear equation in one variable? Okay. So we have to remember the standard form or the general form. It is very, very important. Okay. Because if we remember the general form or standard form of any equation, not only linear equation in one variable, when you will go to class 9, you will find there linear equation in two variables as well. Okay. And when you will go to class 10, there you will read simultaneous a pair of equations or simultaneous equations in two variables. Those things will be discussed in senior classes. Okay. So general form or standard form is very important. We must remember it. So what is the general form of linear equation? See, general form or standard form, whatever you say. The general form of linear equation is ax plus b equal to 0. Where what are a and b? Where a and b are what? Constants or real constants, whatever you say. And a should not be equal to 0. This a should not be equal to 0. Example you see, I am giving. Suppose a equal to 3, b equal to 6. What will be the linear equation? According to this form, it will be 3x plus 6 equal to 0. You see, if a is 3 and b is 6, as per the general form or the standard form of linear equation in one variable, the equation will be 3x plus 6 equal to 0. And clearly 3x plus 6 equal to 0 is a linear equation because the highest power of x is 1. Okay. So this is the concept. Now children, if it is a linear equation, then every equation has what? Every equation has some solution. In class 7 also we discussed how to solve linear equation in one variable. That solution or root, we can say root, solution or root. So as it is a linear equation in one variable, it will have how many solution or root? You know this thing. It will have maximum one solution or one root. We can find maximum one solution. So now you can ask me, sir, what is solution or root? Yes, it's a question. What is solution or root? What is meant by solution or root? See children, now by solution, and you know all these things, but still you should understand once again. See, I said this is a linear equation in one variable and it will have maximum one solution or one root. Now what is solution and how to find that solution, that is important. Okay, now by trial and error, see what is meant by solution. See, now this is a variable or unknown whose value we do not know. Okay, now if I ask you for what value of x, this equation will be satisfied. See children, this equation has two parts. One is left hand side, the other is right hand side. When we say that the equation is satisfied, what is the meaning? What is the meaning that of the statement that an equation gets satisfied? Satisfied means the value of left hand side must be equal to the value of, right hand side. Okay. So now if I ask you for what value of x this equation will be satisfied, means the LHS and RHS of this equation will be equal. The answer, who can say? Anyone who can say? You see, it will be minus 2. Look at, if x is taken minus 2, see children, minus 2, which is a negative integer. If x is taken minus 2, now you put this value in the LHS, you see. Now LHS equal to 3 into x means it is minus 2, 3 into minus 2 plus it is 6, okay. 3 into minus 2 is minus 6 plus 6 equal to 0. See, now we got the RHS, see. So by taking x equal to minus 2 and putting it in the left hand side, we saw that the value of LHS is equal to RHS, which is 0. That means, now we can say that the equation is satisfied. Yes, the equation is satisfied for x equal to minus 2. For no other value of x, you see, for no other value of x, this equation will be satisfied. Means this equation, the value of LHS will be equal to the value of RHS. It will be only equal or satisfied if x equal to minus 2. And that is why this x equal to minus 2 is the only solution or root of this particular linear equation in one variable. Children, I hope you understood what is solution. So by solution we mean for what value of the variable, okay, for what value of the variable or unknown, the equation gets satisfied. Means the left hand side of the equation becomes equal to the right hand side. Okay, so that is what solution or root is. Okay, now I say every linear equation has what? One solution or one root, and you know how to solve a linear equation in one variable. There was a method taught in class 7, that was transposition method. The same method you can apply in class 8 also. Now we will discuss some special type of linear equation. Okay, now we will discuss some special type of linear equation and how to solve them. Okay, let us see. So I hope you understood whatever I discussed. Okay, now let us see. Suppose you are given a linear equation of the type or of the form what? See, suppose you are given equation of type or form, say ax plus b by cx plus d equal to k. See, look at, what is this? Suppose you are given a linear equation of the type or form like this, where a, b, c and d and k also, these are all real constants or real numbers or rational number, any number you can say, integer, no problem. Okay, all are real numbers. So, if you are given a linear equation of this type, how to solve it and how to find the solution? How to find the solution of that equation? Let me give one example. Suppose you are given, suppose you are given 2x minus 1 by 3x plus 5, you see, equal to 5. See. Now look at, compare this equation, you see, compare this equation with this form. See. Suppose you are given, yes, first you see, is it linear equation or not? Yes, it is linear, no doubt, because highest power of x is 1. See, To know whether it is linear or not, first we have to see what is the power of the variable, highest power of the variable present in the equation. It is 1 and 1. In both the numerator and denominator, the power is 1. So no doubt this is a linear equation in one variable. Now, let us see. Now this equation is in this form or not? Yes, the answer is clearly yes. Because you see, what is the value of A? Here it is 2. What is the value of B? Minus 1. What is the value of C? 3. What is the value of D? It is 5. And what is the value of K? It is also 5. See. So clearly this equation is in this form. Now if you are given an equation, linear equation of this type, how to solve that we will discuss. It is solved by one method known as cross multiplication method. It is very easy. See children, suppose the question is solved. Let us solve it. How to solve this equation and find the value of x. X means the unknown or the variable for which the equation will be satisfied. That means the left hand side and right hand side will become same. Okay. Let us see how to solve it by cross multiplication method. See, now to solve this type of equation by cross multiplication, see what 5 means what? What is the denominator? The denominator is 1. So what is cross multiplication? Cross multiplication means you see this numerator will be multiplied by the numerator of, see denominator of the LHS will be multiplied by numerator of RHS and numerator of LHS will be multiplied by denominator of right hand side, that is RHS. Okay. So what will I write? You see, I will write 5 into C, 5. This numerator multiplied by the denominator 3x plus 5 and equal to, statement of equality will be there. Now the denominator of RHS is 1. It will be multiplied by the numerator of the LHS, that is 2x minus 1. So this is what your cross multiplication method is. Okay. Numerator of LHS multiplied by denominator of RHS. Then denominator of LHS will be multiplied by numerator of RHS. Okay. This is cross multiplication. Now you can easily do. So 5 into 3x, it is 15x plus 25. This will be 2x minus 1. See. Now we will apply transposition, what we had read in class 7. You know what is transposition. In this method what we do? We usually take the variables to the left hand side and the constant to the right hand side. Why the variables are taken to the left hand side or transposed to the left hand? Because we want to find the value of the variable or the unknown. So it is better if it is kept in the left hand side. So that means this is the variable part. This variable part will be shifted to left hand side and this constant part will be shifted to the right hand side. Now you shift and you know how to transpose. On transposing, what happens? Only their sign changes. Their sign changes. Plus becomes minus or minus becomes plus when it is transposed from one side to the other. This is not a new thing for you children. You have already read it in class 7 in detail. Okay, see. So now on transposing, bring 2x to the left hand side, 15x minus 2x. Here it was plus. If it comes to the left side, it will become minus. Now look at 25 is plus in the left hand side, and if it goes to the right hand side, it will become minus. So what will I write? I will write minus 1 minus 25. See. Okay. So 15x minus 2x, it is now 13x. This will be minus 26. You see. Now you can easily find by transposition. You see x is 13 is multiplied here. Take 13 to the right hand side. It will be divided because it is multiplied in the left hand side. If it goes to the right hand side, it will be divided. This thing we had read in class 7. So x will be equal to minus 26 by 13, that is minus 2. See, this is the solution or answer root. Okay. So x equal to minus 2 will be the solution of this particular equation. Now children, how to check whether it is correct or not? You also know that. For checking, you put this value in the left hand side. You see, I am doing the checking part also. See, check is LHS. Write what is given in LHS, 2x minus 1 by 3x plus 5. Okay. Now what is the value of x? Minus 2. Put in the left hand side and see whether right hand side is coming or not. 2 into minus 2 minus 1 divided by 3 into minus 2 plus 5. You see, 2 into minus 2 is minus 4 minus 1. This is 3 into minus 2 is minus 6 plus 5. It is your minus 5 by what? Minus 1, minus minus cancel, it is 5. See, we got the right hand side. This is your right hand side. See. On breaking RHS, we got the RHS by putting, on breaking LHS, we got the RHS by putting x equal to minus 2 in the left hand side of this equation. We found the RHS. So that means my solution is correct. Okay. So children, This is all about linear equation in one variable. It is a very small chapter given in your book, nothing is there. Only we have to understand how to solve linear equation in one variable. You can follow any method, no problem. Okay, transposition method, cross multiplication method, all those things are related with, they are related to one another. Okay, so this is all about linear equation, children. There is nothing more to discuss in this chapter. The only thing remains, we have to discuss some problems where application, particularly how the concept of linear equation is applied to word problems. We will discuss some important word problems where we will find the application of what? Linear equation in one variable. Okay, so that thing we will discuss in another class. Okay, I hope whatever I discussed today you must have understood. Okay, so we will meet again with other discussion regarding application of linear equation. Okay, so okay children, good day.